Hey everyone, this is your Minion of the East, and welcome to a special Let's Play. I'll be taking a look at the recent indie game that came out on Steam just yesterday called Indie Pogo. Now, for those of you who don't know, Indie Pogo started off as a Kickstarter project on Kickstarter just shortly last year, and it was advertised as being the indie version of Smash Brothers. Now, I helped back the game, and one of the pledges I backed to was to get the game for when it came out. Now, what I didn't expect was I got the game a whole week ahead of time to try out the game before it was released to the public. So I got my chance to try out the game, and I have to say it's pretty fun. I know people were a little put off by the whole jumping mechanic, and that it's not going to be done that well. But from when I've played, it's still a lot of fun. Some of the characters you have to get used to, but the one character I've been wanting to try out, especially for this recording, is to try and play as Shovel Knight. And for those of you who don't know, I really love the Shovel Knight games. So I want to try doing the arcade run so I can give you all a taste of how the game plays. And as you can see here, this is the basic hub of the single player. So you got your local battle, you got your online. This is where they would normally show your stats for yourself and like the separate characters you have. This is for the single player, basically challenges and the arcade run, and I have no idea what this is for since it just does nothing. I think it's mostly cosmetic for the time being. I'll go and quickly show off what we have right here for the hub world. So you got the community, which is for showing off your community tabs. So yeah, you got all the stuff right here like Discord, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Steam, and talking to the creators. And you can see at the very bottom, those are the upcoming DLC characters that they announced during the Kickstarter campaign. Those are I'm looking forward to see how they'll play when they first come out. And you got your options over here, credits, where you can just take a look at the credits, and you see how many of the characters you cleared the arcade run with. I've only cleared about 3 characters so far, but I wanted to, again, I'm going to do Shovel Knight. You can exit here, and you can do the shop where you can purchase the other characters in the game to play, get their taunts, trophies, color customization, and unlock other stages. So I'll show it right here. So yeah, you get Gachapon. That's where you get your trophies, and depending on which indie characters you unlock through him, these indie characters will start showing up across the whole game. And you can take a look at the trophies right here. Let me give you a look at the shop real quick. So yeah, you got a couple taunts. This is a skin. Yeah, some of these show off the character silhouette so you could have an understanding who you're going to unlock. Another taunt. This is one of the stages. Yeah, this is one of the characters, and this is another character. A character skin, at least. So yeah, I'm just giving you a quick rundown of what we're showing. So now let's head off to the single player campaign, and I'll run with Shovel Knight. Which floor are you heading to? So yeah, you got your arcade battle and your challenges. But I'm going to do arcade battle for this video. Just be careful when you do that, because if you try to skip the text, you're going to accidentally select one of the characters. Now, you have 2 modes, normal mode and hard mode. And let me tell you that even on normal mode, this game can be pretty difficult. So, and it shows you which characters you unlocked or finished normal and hard mode with. Now I'm going to do normal mode with Shovel Knight. Alright. Now, all these matches are fixed on who you'll be facing, kind of like the original Smash Brothers, and they're all on the same stage. Now, let me give you a quick rundown of the controls. So, you got your basic movement, which is your jumping, and you can jump up with a jump button. Your attack button is kind of like your special attack for Smash Brothers, where it has a different input directional like a neutral, up, and a down. This is Shovel Knight's basic air attack, where he does. There's a ground attack where you can use one of his relics. His up special is his recovery, of course. And keep in mind, you gotta use your attacks with the joystick. Depends on the controller you have as well. I'm using a PS3 controller for this, since I'm not used to the Xbox controller. And whenever you win the match, you get coins, and you can use those coins for the shop. So you got your up, down specials, and a neutral special for your attack. And when you're on the ground, you gotta press the attack button just as you land on the ground to do the ground attack. And each character is unique. And they all tie into their respective games, so not only do you have to get used to how each character acts, but you gotta try and figure out how to fight off against the other characters. And each character has a different type of dodge, which is the shoulder buttons. Okay, and all the stages are also from other indie games as well, which is a pretty nice touch. So it's not just tied to just the indie characters. Now, but this stage I really hate against this guy because he could cheat very badly, especially since the pipes are on such a low ground and it's hard to get a good combo on him because he combos you like no tomorrow. And as you saw what he did before, you can just jump on the person's head to still do damage. And when you combo on these guys without touching the ground, you can get special points. See, like what he's doing right there. And once you get enough special points, you can unleash a super attack. There we go. I don't really like that stage because of mostly that character on it, because he could chain you, and that's one of the things you gotta keep in mind with this game, is that if you have your opponent get the upper hand on you, they could chain you to rack up those special points as well, so you gotta be very careful. So there is that bit of competitive streak you gotta look out for. I really like this stage from how it looks like from ink. See what I'm doing right here? I'm racking up the combos without touching the ground. And you unlock it with one of the special buttons, of course. Yeah, I want to unlock her as well, since I really liked the Freedom Planet. Just self-destructed off the stage. But yeah, you can definitely see some of the similarities to Smash Brothers with how the presentation feels, but the gameplay makes it its own unique entity, and that's why I have to applaud the developers for it. They don't try to make it that Smash Brothers clone like anyone else tries to, because that's what I felt what PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale tried to do, try to make it too much like Smash Brothers, and that's where it failed. While the presentation is to be like a indie brawler of sorts, it still makes it feel like its own unique entity with the gameplay, and that's what I applaud it for. The game can be difficult, but much like any other fighting game, you just gotta get used to the mechanics and practice, of course. Whereas Smash Brothers is like for the casual crowds, the same can be said for this, but it's a little more, I don't want to say hard, just a bit complex to figuring out how to time it just right with balancing the jumping mechanics and trying to rack up good combos with the jumping. Sorry about that. Alright, so this isn't a regular match, this is a coin battle, so just rack up as much coins you could get to unlock for later. Alright. I just find it funny just to use the gear so I can just rack up the coins this much easily this way. There we go. Yep, just like that. Alright, 29 coins. That's not bad. It's a nice little break to achieve more points to use later on. Because the one way you gotta get more coins is to do this arcade run, but you get a lot more in the lobby matches. So it encourages you to fight with other people. Alright, this gets a little difficult because of the block matches. See what I mean? Like they just home in on you right away to combo into you. Velocispider, I actually like the gameplay for its up B because that's a good move to use for chaining attacks. Alright, there we go. One more. There we go. Oh, and see what I mean? If they knock you out while you're trying to rack up the points for during the combos, you lose that combo. So you gotta be careful to not lose the combo and the attacks. There we go. Yeah, some of the characters I've tried out are very situational or gimmicky, and it's hard for me to control. But Shovel Knight, I'm really liking how he moves. The only character I liked was Velocispider, as I brought up. Alright, Stardrop is his own original character. That's the mascot for the company that made this game. So he's the only original character, not from another indie title, that's in this game. That's the best thing you can jump up when you jump on opponents. You regain your jump. Ah! I like that little nice extra bit of detail with Shovel Knight. He loses his bags. Ah! Damn it. So yeah, when you lose your game over, you gotta use your coins to get back into the arcade run. So you don't want to use them too much. Thankfully, it doesn't rack up. Like, you gotta use more coins to get back in the arcade run. Otherwise, it will have been the point of playing the arcade run. Aw, oh, damn! Just shot me upwards. Come on. Like I said, it gets really chaotic here. Oh, shit! Oh, damn it! So, Penelope's, I think that's her name, her mechanic is like leaving all these mines with her attacks. So, she's more of a zoning character, trying to deal damage from far away. And that's her up B right there, like having like a gravitational push. Ah, damn. There we go. Come on. There we go. Man, never had that much trouble with Penelope before. Yeah, and you get coins depending on your performance. So the better you do in a match, the more coins you get. So try and see how well you can do against each opponent. Now, I like this stage because since you're constantly bouncing, like you can't even use your ground attacks since, well, of course, you're in a bouncy house. So the ones you gotta do is that you don't have your ground attacks to use. So there's a strategy on trying to use your aerial attacks. There. I love the anchor attack. It's kind of like a homing mine sort of attack. I just love it. Alright, well, Taro. I never did bring up Downwell, but that's another game I've also liked. Maybe I'll do that in the future Let's Play, like just to show off how fun it is. It's another arcade-like indie game that I think you will all enjoy. Alright. Oof, damn it. I lost my charge. So yeah, you gotta be careful when you hit the roof. You're gonna... That's gonna give you a bit of a stun. Oh, fuck. I dodged that super just in time. Ah! And there goes my next life. You're given... Yeah, so this is a live-based game, but you can still be knocked out, like in Smash Brothers, on the side. It's not percentage-wise, but it's health-wise. Kind of like health matches, or stamina battles in Smash. When you run out of health, you lose a life. You're given 3 lives in an arcade run. Jesus. Come on. Oh, he's got the... Oh, it's the Gem Berserk phase, or whatever it was called. God, I forgot. Oh, Gem High. That's what it is. There we go. Alrighty. We've got one more stage before the final boss. Yep, and it's Shovel Knight, and I'm trying to remember the guy from the Bit Trip series. He was one of the grandfathers of indie games before Shovel Knight popularized it. Oh, damn, I didn't recover. got 1 life left. Again. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, final boss. I'm trying to remember the name for this guy. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments, because honestly, he just looks so familiar to me for some reason. And naturally, being the final boss, he has a shit ton of health. See, like it's nearly triple the regular amount of a normal life. Thankfully about the final boss, his pattern's pretty predictable. The only problem is, much like every other opponent in the game, he could juggle you if you're not being too careful. See what I mean? He just... all the computer opponents just love to lock onto you so that they can combo you. See, I'm just trying to get away from this guy and he just won't stop. At least this guy doesn't have a super attack, otherwise this would have made the fight a lot harder. Ugh. Alrighty. Another 10 coins. Yeah, this fight could be very difficult if you're not too careful. And that's one of the main complaints I have of this game, is that the... Sorry. These computer opponents can show no mercy with their attacks. And it could be very... And I feel like it's a very... almost pretty cheap on how they can just lock onto you. So I don't think they'll try to tweak the opponents in any way. Or at least give a difficulty adjuster in the future. So at least there's an option, not just normal and hard. So, yeah, this is like more of a practice for online battles, but the option would have been fine to have. And like, I'm trying to dodge, especially when they're trying to juggle into me. But man, like the framing time between dodging and jumping on you is like so low. It kind of infuriates me at times. See what I mean? Like, I'm trying to dodge right as he tries to jump onto me, and I'm barely given enough time to try and get out of the way. Ugh. Alright, 2 lives. Ah, fuck. Oh, he's almost there. Man, I'd like to phase lock at dodge. Ah, fuck. That's the thing I gotta watch out for when it comes to him attacking on the ground. Almost there. Damn it. I only got 1 life left. Come on. Almost. There we go. Beat him. Man, that was tough. Alrighty. That's the end of the arcade run. And there we go, right next to the fireplace. Nice little nod to Shovel Knight right there. But yeah. Anyways, that's Indie Pogo, everyone. Yeah, this game can be very frustrating with the arcade run. And the AI can be cheap at times. But this game is still a hell of a lot of fun. And I highly recommend it to anyone who loves arena brawlers or is a fan of Smash Brothers and has been wanting to see like indie characters in a Smash-like game. So it's for cheap on Steam. It's $10, very easily obtainable. It's easy to pick up, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Support this team, and further beyond if you can. So with that said, guys, this has been your Mean the East, and until next time, take care, everyone.